welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing what I eat in a week using all of my meal prepped food that I made in my last video. I'm going to share all the recipes and meals that I made using all my meal prepped ingredients. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out my videos. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who commented and liked my last meal prep video. I have like 1,000 new subscribers here from that video, so thank you so much for your comments and likes. So just a disclaimer, these recipes are not very like gourmet or exciting. These recipes are a lot of like smoothies and salad bowls, which are really easy to chop up and throw together. And I also wanted to say that I'm making most of my recipes more nutritarian style because I am completing the nutritarian Dr. Furman coach certificate program. So I'm gonna transform this channel into more nutritarian recipes, which is basically like whole foods, plant-based, salt, oil, sugar-free, with a more focus on G-bombs. So I'm gonna be making more nutritarian style recipes on this channel. And as I'm completing the nutritarian course, I'm gonna be nutritarian coach. This is just what I made last week with all my meal prepped ingredients. So let's get into it. Okay, so starting out on Monday, I made this huge smoothie. I pretty much made a huge smoothie every day this week, even though in my last video I said I was gonna eat avocado toast. I made a big smoothie like this every single day. So it has greens, frozen mixed berries, hemp seeds, and the mango makes it really sweet and creamy. Oh, and I put a couple of beets in there, which gives it this beautiful pink color. And I make one for my boyfriend as well. Then for lunch, the first couple days, I heated up some of this pea soup that I made. It does not look very appetizing, but it tastes really good and it was really filling. These are just really easy recipes I make while I'm like working on my laptop. Super easy to just heat up. Then for dinner, me and my boyfriend, these huge salads with the greens that I prepped, some cabbage, white beans, some shallots. I added some edamame for extra protein. Tuesday, I pretty much ate the exact same thing. I really like to just simplify my life and I don't mind eating like the same recipes. So I made pretty much the same smoothie with the addition of some protein powder. I like to add protein powder after I work out. And then I heated up this same soup for lunch. And we also reheated the egg rolls I made in my last video in the air fryer, and they came out so crispy. They were really good. My boyfriend like devoured most of these. I will definitely be making those again. And then this is the same salad I made the day before. I just didn't have a video of it, so I just am using the same footage, but I made pretty much the exact same thing with a creamy sesame dressing. I will show you in another video. Wednesday, I had pretty much the same smoothie. I think I used blueberries instead of mixed berries. I always make enough for 2 people so I can split it with my boyfriend. Then this is the last container of split pea soup. Then for dinner, I decided to cook a dinner. I made a veggie stir fry with all of the veggies I prepped in my last video and 1 bag of broccoli that I got from Trader Joe's. I made a creamy ginger garlic sauce. And I boiled these mung bean noodles to make a noodle stir fry. And this came out so delicious, and it made enough so that we had leftovers for the next day. And I also heated up the last of the egg rolls, so we each had an egg roll. And it was like healthy takeout, sort of. Oh, and I also made these vegan ice cream sandwiches. I definitely want to do a video on these. I made these completely from scratch. It's a labor of love, but I'll do a video on them later. Then for Thursday, I decided I really need to use up this Kite Hill yogurt that I bought. So I made us some yogurt parfaits with defrosted mixed berries, and I added some pumpkin seeds on top for some crunch, and it actually tasted so delicious. I definitely would make this more often. For lunch, I had the leftover stir fry from the night before. I just did not grab a clip of it. And then for dinner, I wanted to use up those white beans that I prepped in my last video. So I covered them with a bunch of different spices like this no salt seasoning, chili powder, and a little bit of hot sauce, and some lemon juice. And I put those in my air fryer lid to make them a little bit crispy. And I wanted to make a kale Caesar salad with the crispy beans on top. So I shredded up some kale really, really thin and The trick to getting kale more palatable is to massage your dressing into it. So I made some Caesar dressing, which is so delicious. I'll have the recipe for that soon. But I took the kale and I massaged the dressing into it to help break it down a little bit, make it more tasty. And then I chopped up some onion really, really small. Put the crispy beans on top. And I also put in some pumpkin seeds and hemp seeds. Both the pumpkin seeds and hemp seeds have more protein than other nuts and seeds, so I like to use those, especially since I like to lift weights. And I topped my salad off with some cherry tomatoes and some more dressing. And this came out really delicious, and it was so filling from all the nuts and seeds and the beans. So in my last meal prep video, I'm getting a lot of questions about whether the veggies stay good like this for a while. I prepped these on Sunday. Now it is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's Thursday, so it's 5 days. And this is what they look like. They don't get soggy at all. Actually, they start to get a little dry. So in these containers, it's not like perfectly sealed. There's like, I'll show you. These aren't perfectly snapped on tight. So the reason I don't dry them off completely is because the moisture helps them stay crisp. So I'm just gonna run these underwater and then put them back in here, and they should perk right back on up. Like, as you can see, this piece is a little dry. And then the lettuce is perfectly fresh. Like, it's not wet at all. Like, it is perfectly crisp. And it stays super fresh like this. But I've tried so many other like vegetable containers, and these are the best ones I've tried. I've bought like all different kinds of like produce bags, and these ones keep them perfectly crisp without being like too wet and soggy. And they will stay super fresh for the entire week, and even like into next week. The kale and the collard greens will last like 10 days. The lettuce, it starts to get brown at the bottom. The stems kind of get like pink. I don't know what that is, but yeah, they'll start to turn like this color. So yeah, I just wanted to show you. That's the reason why I don't like salad spin them and dry them completely. I like when they have a little bit of moisture in there. So here's the salads all mixed up for 2 people. For my boyfriend, since he is a larger man, I usually add like double the amount of nuts and seeds on his salad, so it has more calories in it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I always add 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds to both of our salads. That way we get our flaxseed intake for the day. I just toss it in there and mix it around all the greens. And then I decided while I had the Instant Pot air fryer lid out, I would make some more crispy chickpeas. And I had a can of chickpeas that I opened from making those dessert ice cream sandwiches. I just threw them in the air fryer, and I just saved these so that we could eat them the next day on our salads or whatever. I think I just ate them like straight out of the container. Friday, I made a post-workout smoothie with some protein powder. I like to include some protein powder on days that I lift weights. And I made this one like a blueberry banana smoothie with some cinnamon in it and some sunflower seeds. The reason I make a smoothie every day is mostly just for convenience. It is super easy to put basically a whole meal in a smoothie, and you can just drink it while you're working at your laptop. You don't even have to like stop and chew. It's the most easy thing to make. And the other reason is it's good to blend up some cruciferous vegetables because the beneficial anti-cancer isothiocyanate compounds are released and formed when they are crushed or blended or chewed really well. So that's another reason I like to blend up some collard greens or kale in there so you get those beneficial compounds. The blender crushes the cell walls of the plants, making some of the phytochemicals and carotenoids easier for your body to absorb. And I also had some of my raw veggies to snack on while I made the smoothie. Then I still had some of those white beans that I made, so I wanted to use those up, and I made some veggie burgers. I want to do an entire video on these next week, make like a whole huge batch of this to put in my freezer, but it has some oats, white beans, some raw onion, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, and some seasonings. And I didn't have that many white beans left, so it only made 4 burger patties, but these were really good, and me and my boyfriend both had one of these for dinner. And I know we ate some other stuff, I just don't have any footage of it. Saturday and Sunday, I finally made that avocado toast that I said I was gonna make. I have like an entire loaf of sprouted bread that I need to use, so I made some avocado toast. I like to put some raw onion and tomato on it, and some lemon juice and Mrs. Dash. I went to Trader Joe's to get some beach snacks to make like a snack platter at the beach. We didn't end up driving to the beach, so I made a snack platter for lunch. And then for dinner, we got takeout. We order from this place called Hummus Republic, and they have pretty healthy options. You can make like a huge salad like this. Underneath all of these toppings is some chickpeas, mixed greens, and kale. And then Sunday, here's the more avocado toast I made. And then I made these huge salads with some of the veggie burger on top, and I put some more nuts and seeds on Collins, and I topped his off with this sauce called bitchin' sauce because he could use the extra calories. And that is pretty much it. Well, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe before you go. I definitely want to do more of these videos. I think it's great to like show a bunch of different vegan recipes in one video, and I will do a better, that was the stool by the way. I will definitely do a better job at like explaining, and I'll have more exciting recipes in future videos. But thanks for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.